ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the afternoon Weather Extreme video. I'm James Spann here, and it's Friday afternoon, the 18th of July. Tropical weather is the big topic today, but first off, a quick peek out the window. It's a hot, hazy summer day. That's the Birmingham Skycam shot, looking south from the top of the Daniel Building. Demopolis, we're looking right down the Tombigbee River, looking south from the Demopolis Civic Center. A lot of haze in the atmosphere there, and pretty much the same sky from Mount Cheaha over on the eastern side of the state. Here's the water vapor satellite shot. You can see we're kind of in between systems. The mid-latitude westerlies are well to the north. A tropical system just off the Atlantic coast, but looks like we'll be pretty much high and dry for the weekend, and these showers should be very few and far between. This is the expected rain around the nation for the next 5 days, valid through Wednesday morning at 7, suggesting amounts of about 1/2 inch here. And I don't know if we'll get that much. It might be pushing it to get that much. It would be Tuesday of next week, and again, this stuff should be pretty scattered. Heavier rain on the Atlantic coast with our tropical system, and up north from the Midwest up to the Great Lakes and northern New England. There's that thing developing off the South Atlantic coast east of Savannah, and that could become a tropical storm in the next 12 hours. Could that be Cristobal? It might be. We'll take a look at the modeling on that. It's going to be kind of skirting the coast of the Carolinas and then kind of paralleling the upper Atlantic coast. And the main impact, one way or the other, whether it's a tropical storm or not, will be a heavy rain on the coastal plain of the Carolinas, places like Charleston, Wilmington, the Outer Banks, and that will move on out. This is the one to watch here. This is the one that's got our attention. This is 94L in the Central Caribbean. And that thing is not particularly organized, but it's coming along nicely in the Central Caribbean, and we'll take a look at modeling on that and understand most of the models. Take it across the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico up into this Bay of Campeche in the southwestern Gulf. Seems like the general target is down there around South Texas, South Padre Island, sometime next week. But the GFDL continues to be somewhat of an outlier. This is the latest run. This is the 12Z run. And this has got that thing coming up on the Louisiana coast as a very weak, disorganized system, and the better moisture feed coming up into South Alabama and South Mississippi. The GFDL runs prior to this ramped the thing up to a hurricane status. So a lot of uncertainty. And look, this thing's not even organized yet, so it's just impossible to call a destination, an intensity forecast. Let's just watch it over the weekend. By the time we talk Monday, we'll have a much better idea of that, but I think there's a reasonable chance we could see a system in the Gulf of Mexico. Here's the modeling. The 12Z GFS valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Flat ridge across the south, westerlies up north. Below that, the tropical system is on the coast where the Carolinas come together. East of here, we stay pretty dry, and again, any showers very isolated. Weather here stays the same Sunday. And there comes our tropical wave coming out of the Caribbean, and then Monday of next week, that thing is emerging into the southwestern Gulf of Mexico, while our weather looks very uneventful Monday. And again, we note that tropical system shows up near Long Island up there in the northeast, so it could be kind of a wet and windy day Monday up there. Tuesday, with our tropical system in the Bay of Campeche is drifting slowly to the west in the general direction of the Mexican coast. And then Wednesday of next week, back to the upper levels, a trough over the northeast. Ridge here across the south will go below that. That front to the north of us is not really impacting the weather. We've seen some runs that really give us a good bump in the coverage of showers and storms Wednesday from that front. Not on this run, but look at the plume of tropical moisture moving up into Texas and Louisiana with the tropical wave or hurricane or tropical storm, whatever the thing happens to be. And then Thursday of next week, that moisture kind of feeds up in here, and a week from today looks kind of moist. So, you know, the best possible scenario is a weak system coming up into Texas and then all of that moisture feeding up in here for the latter part of next week for a possibility of some beneficial rain. But that's only speculation at this point. Into the forecast, August 3rd, ridging here across the deep south. And again, looks like pretty typical weather at that point at that time. That's it for the Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here, my next video, will be Monday morning at 7. Brian Peters will have the video updates here tomorrow and Sunday. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.
Weather.